Hey party people, I'm Cole,
And I'm Bean.
and this is Cole Beans Bees.
No, it's not.
Oh, maybe it's not Cole Beans Bees.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kelly,
And I'm Bean.
and that's my brother Cole. And we're Kelly Beans Bees. We're first-time beekeepers here in Central Virginia, and today there's a new face on the other side of the camera.
There is. Who are you?
I'm Cole.
Hi,
I'm,
Cole.
I'm her brother.
Yeah,
They've been crazy with the bees, so we
And-
came to check out the bees.
yeah,
And I'm in a suit, and I got tools.
yeah.
Yep.
So Cole's wearing Kelly's suit, Kelly's wearing Bean's suit, and Bean's wearing a headdress. Anyway, so we found out last week Kelly's allergic to bees.
Yay!
So we're going to have a little video on that if you haven't watched it yet. Anyway, so Kelly's in the full Michelin Man suit, staying back. And Cole and Bean are going to get into the hives today. So Cole's watched all of our videos, but he hasn't actually seen the bees in real life. So I think he's pretty excited. I
They
mean,
look
I'm
cool.
excited for him.
They're like bees.
Yeah, they
They
are
fly-
bees.
They fly around.
They do fly around. There's a lot flying around today, so I'm happy about that. They're looking good.
Yeah, so today we're going to dive into the cookie dough hive and really just see. Go ahead.
So today, I think will be a pretty good explanation video because I'm going to explain to Cole what we're doing while we're explaining it to you guys. So, we just have the rocks on the top so that if there's any wind that comes through, there's a little bit more weight just to help hold it all together. I don't know if they're needed, but they look good.
Shiny rock.
Yep. So then, if you want to do stuff, let me know whenever you feel comfortable.
Cool.
So, gonna take off the top cover. And there's only one ant in here. We've had an ant problem in here recently.
Yeah.
It hasn't been a huge issue. The ants aren't a big deal, but you know, they still are in here and we don't really want them to be. So, this is a little glued down with propolis and potentially some wood. So I'm gonna let you do this part.
There
then you
shouldn't
can
be
stand
really any
around.
bees in the top, so you shouldn't be
Yeah,
scared.
I
of
didn't
it.
feed them last week, so there shouldn't be much up here. So yep, just slide the hive tool in there and then you just crack it open and then at some point you'll be able to pull up on it and it'll just come off. There you go.
Perfect. You did it.
Bee.
Yeah, there's a couple over here. Yep.
Going in.
And then you can just set that kind of, yeah, just like that. So, one thing I do like to do in the feeders is just take a peek and see if you see any small hive beetles. I don't see any. I just see bees, which is good. We don't want to see a lot of small hive beetles. They really shouldn't be up here, but the bees might run them up here to get them away from all of the supplies. So, let's break into the hive and actually see what we've got. So, compared to what we've been seeing, there aren't a ton of bees in here. But that's probably because the last couple of times we've been out, it's been closer to the later afternoon. So the foragers have been back. So these bees should
How are
be
you
pretty
feeling,
nice to
Cole?
us.
It's kind of cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a trap thingy.
Yep, there's one hive beetle in there. You can see it right there.
Get wrecked.
And we haven't really been like switching these out or rinsing them out or anything. We've just been leaving it. So that might be a hive beetle we killed 4 weeks ago. I don't know.
Okay.
What's this funky looking stuff?
What's so?
I think.
That's like on the
Yeah.
frame. It was just old built up stuff. So those are the frames we got from Raymond. He marks the year on them,
Gotcha.
and they just had like
I'm like, that's a lot of bee
built
poop.
up. No, I think it's just like old because he froze them.
Ah, gotcha.
So the bees actually don't poop inside the hive.
Good jobs.
I know. They will fly out and they will, I think in the winter more, it's called cleansing flights. They will go out and cleanse, which is just the bees fly out to poop because they've been holding it in for so long because they can't fly out if it's below like 50 degrees. But then on a normal basis, as they're flying around, they're pooping and doing whatever outside the hive.
Go bees.
So
Nothing.
this frame's still not drawn out. And they haven't really started work on this side. So what I'm going to do,
Hey, you just knocked a homie off.
I did, is get my hive tool in there and break the propolis that's here. They haven't really been doing a whole lot on this frame at all.
Yeah, nothing.
So because of that, there wasn't a ton of propolis. But this next frame's looking pretty good. So
This one last week was a lot more towards this side.
yeah, I was going to say, last week when we came out, there was a lot of brood and everything was centered right here,
yeah.
as you can kind of see with the bees.
Because of the sun.
Because of the sun.
Yeah, I watched
See?
the video.
Great. So, at this point, we're going to calm these bees down a little bit so that Kelly has less of a chance of getting stung.
Well, they just got agitated.
Well,
Well, they're like, oh my gosh.
yep. They're going, oh no, there's a problem. So they're going down and they're actually going to start gorging themselves on honey so that they keep all their honey in their bodies in case something happens to most of the hive, but they can still survive. Then they'll have enough honey and resources to keep on going. There's an ant. You can flick it off if you want. There you go.
So instead of like run and hide, it's snack and run.
Well,
Snack
it's snack
to
and
run.
snack and hide is pretty much what it is. So, do you see in here? There's like
The
shiny.
liquidy? Yeah.
Yep. So that is nectar. So they've been storing nectar in here. You can see that bee right there is actually going and drinking the nectar
Look at him.
because we smoked him.
Yeah, dude. He's like. "Ooh, ooh, ooh, ooh."
Yep.
Like oscillating. No, not oscillating. I don't know what the term is.
So there's not a whole lot happening there. They're storing a little bit of nectar. So happy to see that. That
He's
frame.
crawling on your hand.
I don't think it actually got on my hand, but it's around my hand.
Oh,
So
wow. Yeah, look at all of them.
Yep.
Snacking.
this is the same thing, just some more nectar. It's what I expected on this side.
Nothing's. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the drawn out comb on those compared to the ones that we bought.
Right.
And that's why we got Raymond's.
Go Raymond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's true MVP.
Yeah, he had. He's got 6 hives that are all double deeps, all built up, that came through the winter. So he's got plenty of bees, and he doesn't really want to expand that much more. So he doesn't need the extra drawn comb. So those are some baby bees.
Those are capped, right? Or
Yep.
whatever it's called.
Those are
That's right.
capped, which is good to see. But looking in here, I'm not really seeing much else in the cells.
Yeah, no.
That you can see that they've actually drawn for us.
So you can see some in here. You can see down in the bottom, there's
Yeah,
like
there's some
different
nectar.
colored in the cells.
Yeah.
That's all the pollen they're storing.
Makes my car
So I'll
look
show you that.
nasty.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Yep.
Perfect.
So, still not a lot happening here. But we're getting to a point where hopefully it will. We saw the queen last week, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll see the queen this week. I want to do a mite wash on this colony and check for the level of varroa mites.
There's
As
bird
long
on
as I
this
can
side.
find the queen that's right there.
Where? Oh, yeah, right there. Bada bing.
Yep.
Bada bing.
There's Cookie.
Bada bing.
Yep, so she's running around doing stuff.
Chill.
So these cells, you can tell it's really dark in there just because it's an
Yeah.
old frame. So what you could do is spin around and put it up to the sun, and then you can kind of look into the frames. Which if you look in there,
There's not much sun.
no, there's not.
It's kind of a cloudy day.
Yeah, not a ton of sun. But if
Hey,
you look in there,
you can see
like
stuff.
right in here, you can see some eggs. They're like tiny little white
What are you
specks.
talking about? Where? I just ran into the beehive.
So, here, hold on. Let me see if I can. Ugh. Right in here, you can see
Yeah.
tiny white specks in the bottom. Those
I
are the
did.
eggs.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how small the eggs are. So, the queen is
So
on
you
this frame
understand
somewhere.
why I can never find them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what came first, the bee or the egg?
Well, for us, it was both. They came at the same time. All right, so what I want to do is separate this. So I'm going to drop this here.
Why are
Make
you
sure not to.
separating it?
Well, I don't want to. I want to take a mite wash, but I don't want to take the queen because I really don't want to kill my queen in alcohol. She's been doing great, and that would be terrible.
And we love her.
Yes. So what I'm looking for now is I want to find a frame of open brood. So I want to find larvae because that's where most of the nurse bees are going to be, and the nurse bees are going to be where I'm going to get a good count on varroa mites.
There's lots of brood on this other side.
So if you look down there, you see the little wormies?
Wormies.
Mm-hmm.
I think I do.
So that's what I'm looking for. There's a queen
all
cell
this
there.
pollen.
We're going to crush that because I've seen the queen. Yeah, that's a nice frame of brood.
Oh, yeah.
So all those
Oh, I
cells
see
are
'em.
baby bees capped.
Dude, that's cool.
Uh-huh. So, you see that cell right there that's sticking out from all the rest?
This one right there
Yep, right there. Can you squish it for me?
with this thing.
Yeah.
Yep,
The homies back off. Like push down on it?
yep, just push down on it.
Good night.
So that's a queen cell. So if we let that continue
How do
to
you feel?
grow,
Rest in peace.
if we let that continue to grow, they're going to try to make a new queen with it. And right now, they should have plenty of room. There shouldn't be any reason for them to swarm. The queen's still doing well. We've got plenty of eggs, larvae, all that kind of stuff. So we know the hive is doing well. If we didn't have eggs and we hadn't seen the queen, I wouldn't squish it because I don't know if the queen's still here, if something happened to her, that sort of thing.
Makes
But
sense.
because it's healthy, we're going to keep it going. So Cole, would you mind going over there and getting me that bucket and emptying everything out of the bottom of it? And then in the bag, well, just bring the bag over for me if you would.
Bring the whole bucket?
Take everything out of it first if you would.
Okay. Should we do that on a separate thing? We're already at 10 minutes.
Sure. We'll show you what we're going to do with the Varroa test on the next video.
All right. Thanks for being here. We're glad. Oh, you don't want to walk in the front, buddy. Buddy's trying to get stung over here.
Rookie mistakes.
All right. Thanks for being here.
Yep. And we'll let Cole do our signature.
Oh, yeah.
Peace
Hop
out.
on over.
Bees out if he wants to.
All right. Thanks for being here. Catch us in the next video. And
Bees out.
bees out, y'all.